Hello everyone, welcome to today's accordion lesson. Ooh, so cool, I know, right? Today we're going to learn the basics of the accordion. I'm excited to introduce you to the interesting accordion instrument that has been around since the past 200 years. And I will show you some of the basics of how it is played. So, what is an accordion, you might ask? Accordion is a portable version of the pipe organs. It has bellows, and it makes sound by pushing air through reeds inside of the instrument. Before we start playing, we're gonna go through a few different basics. I'm gonna teach you about the sections of the accordion. We're gonna go through the bellows, timing, treble clef, the basses, the straps, and how to sit comfortably. So let's get started. The first step is to make sure that the accordion is comfortably on your body. Make sure that it is not like tightly up on you, but it's able to rest and it's not being forced into your chin. Next, we are going to learn how to sit wearing the accordion. Simply sit down, legs straight, on the very end of a chair. Preferably one without armrests. Now we are going to learn the three components of an accordion. First, we have to learn the bellows. Most accordions will come equipped with a bellows button, as you can see here, which allows you to open and close the accordion without clicking any buttons. Normally, the accordion has to play a button to open the bellows. So if you see, I really can't force it open, but the second I start playing a key, I can start moving the bellows. Next, we have the treble clef, which is basically a piano keyboard, but this is a Russian-style accordion. So your white keys are your white keys, your black keys are your black keys. We also have the bass clef. On the accordion, the bass clef is in the circle of fifths. Unfortunately, you can't see these when you're wearing your own accordion, and your only reference on most accordions is middle C. If you are interested in the sheet music, I will have a picture for you to screenshot displayed on the screen shortly. It is in Russian, and I will also display an English version, but this is the exact key layout for the Russian accordion. We're next going to move on to the treble clef. I think it's important for those who are interested. I will include a picture of treble clef's key mapping in a second. Keep in mind that this lesson is going to be non-key based because most Russian accordionists don't know how to read sheet music. Use that information as you will. I want you to do first a practice with how to get timing in to the bellows. What we're simply going to do is hold down this C key and hold it for 4 beats out, 4 beats in. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're now going to do it in beats of 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And finally in fours. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One thing to be careful about while playing the accordion is keeping in mind that when you run out of space on both the open and the close of the bellows, you're no longer able to play notes. So you have to be conscious of making sure you're timing it so that you always have space to work with when you're playing notes and only shift directions when it's purposeful. Now that you have some basics to work off, I personally recommend you review the different sections of the video and practice each one individually for a few repetitions. Personally, when I was first learning the accordion, I was instructed to do each section on timing 100 times, 7 days straight until I got it perfectly. You can do that if you want, or less. Now it's time to learn the treble clef. Yay, treble clef! We will start with a basic chord, moving from C note to C note. Next up, we learn a Russian chord. Yay! Now, as all great accordion teachers say, practice that until you do not mess it up at all 4 times in a row. Now we move on to every accordionist's favorite part of the accordion, the bass. No sleepless nights here, I promise. Here we have middle C on the bass side of the accordion, your one and only reference key on most accordions. Good luck. Now we have to explain why there are 6 rows here. On most standard accordions, and I mean most because people make different kinds all the time, this row is your counter keys. These are basic single note keys. This is your fundamental keys. This is where your middle finger will live for the rest of its life. Here is your major chord, minor chord, and your 7th chord. There. And how the accordion works is middle C as a fundamental key, C as a major chord. So the coming practice, we're going to be practicing these keys in a chord pattern. The pattern we're going to be moving from is in a pattern of 3. So we're going to do C, 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 F, 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 G, G, G. Now we learn to play the keys in harmony, meaning we combine our left and right hands. The keys we're going to be using on the left hand we already learned, it's the C, F, and G keys. So we're going to do the exact same thing on the right hand for the C, F, and G key. As we combine these keys, feel free, if you struggle with the next step, to repeat the previous steps as many times as you need until you feel fluent and comfortable with these steps. Congratulations, you now know the basics of how to play the accordion. You're now an accordionist. This has been a basic lesson on how to play the Bayan accordion, or the chromatic accordion, or a squeeze box. Now I will give you a further goal of a basic song that you can attempt to emulate by watching the key movements on the right and left hand in order to play a full fluent song. Exciting. So the song we are going to learn is one from my childhood and my mom's childhood and my grandparents' childhood. It's called Moscow Nights and is basically a love song in between 2 people sitting in the suburbs of Moscow. And they kind of just enjoy the evening night in a park, and they kind of look at each other thinking about what they want to say, but stay quiet because they don't want to ruin the moment. Fun fact, it was originally going to be called Lenin Nights, but that name sucked. And Moscow Nights is so much better. And I'm really happy they changed it. now we will work with just the treble clef. I'll go through each section of the song 2 times, one with one finger to point out exactly which key we are using, and a second one moving fluidly so you can kind of see general hand movements. Now we move on to the bass clef, and I must say, good luck, because while this section took me 4 hours to learn, this section took me 2 weeks. Now we'll do it one more time with both hands together. Congratulations, yippee! You can now play Moscow Nights, a very popular Russian song. If you are still struggling with the bass side, I will include a key mapping, because I understand that black backgrounds on black keys aren't very easy to follow. Though, mind you, the key mapping will also be a challenge, but maybe will help, hopefully. Thank you again for watching my high-quality accordion lesson, and I hope you tune back next time as I teach you other songs. Maybe. If you check into the description of the video, by the way, you can see a Google Drive link to all of my reference documents, including the key maps, so you can maybe save them onto your camera roll, as well as my step systems for the chords. Enjoy!